Uzbekistan is a treasure trove of surprises. Did you know it's home to the world's largest open-air museum? That's right. Samarkand's Registan Square is a stunning showcase of Islamic architecture. And speaking of stunning, Uzbekistan boasts the ancient Silk Road, where traders once exchanged spices and silk. Ever tried plav? This delicious rice dish is a national favorite, and each region has its own twist. Plus, Uzbekistan has the highest number of UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Central Asia, over 20. The country is also famous for its stunning blue tiles, especially in the historic city of Bukhara. And get this, it's one of the few places where you can find the rare and beautiful Tamerlane's tomb. Let's not forget the hospitality. Uzbek people are known for their warmth and generosity. You'll feel like family in no time. So, whether you're exploring ancient cities or indulging in mouth-watering food, Uzbekistan is sure to blow your mind. Title: 20 Incredible Facts About Uzbekistan That Will Blow Your Mind. What if I told you that one of the world's most historically rich and architecturally stunning countries is a place you might struggle to find on a map? A place with cities older than Rome, where metro stations look like art galleries, and home to a desert sea of turquoise water. For centuries, this was the heart of the world, and today, it remains a hidden jewel, just waiting to be rediscovered. Forget everything you thought you knew about Central Asia. This isn't just a distant land of steppes. This is a nation reborn, a bridge between a glorious past and a very exciting future. We're about to take a journey to the heart of the Silk Road. And trust me, you're going to want to see this. So, let's get into it. Because these 20 incredible facts about Uzbekistan are about to blow your mind. The ancient world, a cradle of humanity. Let's start at the very, very beginning. We're not talking a few thousand years ago. We're talking over 1 million. Uzbekistan is home to some of the earliest human settlements on Earth. Archaeologists have found evidence at sites like Tashkent that early humans, including a Neanderthal child, lived and even performed ritual burials here. This land has been a stage for human history since its dawn, the birthplace of a world religion. Long before many of the major faiths we know today, Zoroastrianism emerged as one of the world's first monotheistic religions, and it was born right here in the lands of ancient Uzbekistan. Its holy book, the Avesta, is considered a spiritual heritage of the Uzbek people, baking a deep history of philosophical thought right into the nation's soil. Kingdoms older than Rome. While Rome was still just a small village, powerful and advanced states like Khoresm and Bactria were already flourishing in what is now Uzbekistan. By the 8th century BCE, these kingdoms were centers of incredible urban culture. Walking through the ruins of ancient cities like Afrasiab and Samarkand is like stepping back into a world of early city planning, where great thinkers laid the foundations for civilization. The absolute heart of the Silk Road. You really can't talk about Uzbekistan without talking about the Silk Road. But this wasn't just some stop along the way. It was the absolute epicenter. For over 1,500 years, this legendary network connected China with Europe, and cities like Samarkand, Bukhara, and Khiva were its glittering, cosmopolitan hubs. Just imagine caravans loaded with silk, spices, and jewels, with merchants from every corner of the world haggling in bustling bazaars. That was the daily reality here, making it the world's first global crossroads, where Alexander the Great met his match. In 327 BCE, Alexander the Great, the seemingly unstoppable conqueror, marched his armies into the Persian provinces of Sogdiana and Bactria, modern-day Uzbekistan. But he didn't get the easy victory he expected. The fierce resistance from local tribes famously held up his mighty army, and the stories of his battles here, plus his marriage to the local princess Roxana, became legendary. The Timurid Renaissance. Fast forward to the 14th century, and Uzbekistan becomes the heart of a new, colossal empire under one of history's most formidable figures, Amir Timur, known in the West as Tamerlane. He was a ruthless conqueror, but also an incredible patron of the arts. He made Samarkand his capital and transformed it into a global center of culture that rivaled Florence during the Renaissance. He brought the best artisans, architects, and scholars from across his empire to build monuments that still take your breath away. Home to an Islamic golden age. Following the Arab conquests in the 7th century, this region became a powerhouse of Islamic learning and science. It gave the world some of its greatest minds, like Al-Biruni, a polymath who calculated the Earth's circumference with astonishing accuracy, and Ibn Sina, known as Avicenna, whose medical encyclopedia was a standard text in Europe for centuries, devastated and rebuilt after Genghis Khan. The 13th century brought utter devastation. Genghis Khan and his Mongol hordes swept through, leaving legendary cities like Samarkand and Bukhara in total ruins. It was a cataclysmic event, but from those ashes, the region rose again, eventually becoming the foundation for Timur's even grander empire, proving a resilience that really defines its history. The last great Khanites. From the 16th century onwards, Uzbekistan's story was shaped by powerful local dynasties, the Khanites of Bukhara and Khiva. These rulers were huge patrons of Islamic architecture and preserved Uzbek culture for hundreds of years. Walking through the walled city of Khiva today is like stepping directly into one of these khanates. It's a perfectly preserved museum under the open sky, the world's largest open-pit gold mine. Let's jump to a more modern, but equally mind-blowing fact. Hidden in the Kizilkum Desert lies the Muruntau mine. This isn't just any gold mine, it's the largest open-pit gold mine on the planet. It's a man-made canyon so vast it can be seen from space, producing around 2 million ounces of gold every single year. In a land famous for its blue gold, its turquoise domes, it turns out there's a whole lot of times, real times, gold too. The modern marvel, an underground art gallery with a Soviet legacy. After being part of the Russian Empire, Uzbekistan became a Soviet republic until its independence in 1991. This era left a complex but fascinating legacy, and nowhere is it more stunning than in the Tashkent Metro. Forget drab subway stations. This is one of the most beautiful metro systems in the world. Each station is a work of art, designed by individual artists with intricate mosaics, grand chandeliers, and marble halls, celebrating everything from cotton harvesting to the Soviet space race. It was also built as a nuclear bomb shelter, and photography was banned until 2018, making it a hidden wonder for decades. Tashkent, the mega capital of Central Asia. Uzbekistan's capital, Tashkent, is the largest city in all of Central Asia, with a city population of around 3 million people. For perspective, the entire country has a population of over 37.5 million. It's a vibrant, modern city that beautifully blends its different histories. You can find Soviet-era modernist buildings, ancient mosques, and bustling traditional bazaars, all in one place. After a devastating earthquake in 1966, the city was rebuilt into the sprawling green metropolis it is today, a treasure trove of UNESCO sites. For a country that many people couldn't place on a map, Uzbekistan has an incredible wealth of world heritage. It boasts 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These include the historic centers of Bukhara, Samarkand, and Khiva, which are considered living museums, along with more recent additions like the Turanian deserts and the Zarafshan-Karakum Silk Road corridor. It shows how the world is recognizing both its ancient and natural wonders. A nation of 4 alphabets. Here's a wild cultural fact for you. Over the last century, Uzbekistan has officially used 4 different alphabets. For centuries, its language was written in Arabic script. Then, in the 1922, the Soviets introduced a Latin alphabet, only to forcibly replace it with Cyrillic in 1940. After independence, Uzbekistan began switching back to a Latin-based script, but you can still see Cyrillic widely used today, creating a fascinating mix of visual history on street signs and in newspapers. A new hub for contemporary art. In the capital, the Center for Contemporary Arts, CCA. In Tashkent, is leading the charge for a new generation of artists. It's housed in a beautifully renovated diesel station from 1912 and is the country's first dedicated contemporary art center. It's fostering a vibrant new art scene focused on research and community, proving that Uzbekistan's artistic story is still being written. A Starchitect Design Museum is coming, and the country is thinking even bigger. A stunning new state art museum is in the works, designed by none other than the legendary Japanese architect Tadao Ando. It's planned to become the largest exhibition space in Central Asia and a futuristic home for over 100,000 cultural artifacts. This isn't just a museum, it's a bold symbol of Uzbekistan's global vision for the future. The 2025 Culture Capital of the Islamic World, it's official. For 2025, Samarkand was named the Culture Capital of the Islamic World. This prestigious title brings a year-long celebration of Uzbek creativity, from poetry festivals to culinary events. It recognizes Samarkand's immense historical contribution to Islamic civilization and its vibrant cultural pulse today. The revival of ancient crafts, Uzbekistan is seeing a true renaissance of its traditional crafts. The government and local artisans are pouring energy into reviving ancient skills like Suzani embroidery, with its vibrant, symbolic patterns, ikat weaving, which creates stunningly complex textiles, and the intricate mosaic tile work that adorns its famous buildings. These crafts aren't just being preserved, they're being woven into contemporary design, ensuring they'll thrive for generations to come. The sea that vanished into a desert. This next one is shocking. Uzbekistan was once home to the shores of the Aral Sea, which was the fourth largest lake in the world. But starting in the 1960s, Soviet irrigation projects diverted the rivers that fed it, causing the sea to shrink catastrophically. Today, the former port town of Moynak stands in a desert over 150 kilometers from the water. What's left is a haunting ship graveyard, where fishing boats lie rusting on the former seabed, a powerful and tragic monument to one of the planet's worst environmental disasters. The world's only doubly landlocked country. Let's end on a truly mind-bending geographical fact. Uzbekistan is one of only 2 doubly landlocked countries in the world, the other being Liechtenstein. This means it's a landlocked country, completely surrounded by other times, landlocked countries. To reach an ocean, you have to cross at least 2 national borders. Despite this extreme geographic isolation, Uzbekistan has always been a place of connection, a bridge between East and West, and today, it's opening up to the world like never before. From ancient empires to a booming modern art scene, Uzbekistan is a country of incredible depth that completely shatters expectations. So, what was the most surprising fact for you? Let me know in the comments below.